Alright, what it do, YouTube? It's Dirty Harry back with a new video. Now, first off, let me say this to all of YouTube. It's good to have seen so many videos from people I've been subscribed to for such a long time, but I know that some of us have lives and jobs, etc., kids, and we can't put up a video every week, and that's cool. But some people haven't made videos for like 6 fucking months, and I'm like, well, there's not much going on in pro wrestling anyway, so I understand why, which is why I don't make many videos. The pro wrestling industry has been running in place for a majority of the year. WWE is the CM Punk show. They gave us everything we wanted and more, right? No, they didn't. This is where you went wrong, WWE. You took CM Punk, a character we all loved, who was real. He wasn't trying to be loved. He was just being a bad motherfucker. And that's what we liked about him. You know, he had that edge to him, that Stone Cold Steve Austin like edge, but something different. And then when he clotheslined the Rock, my fucking eyes lit up. You know, I'm a Rock Mark, but at the same time, the next week he comes out and is like, hell yeah, I clotheslined the Rock. Hell yeah, I'm the man. And he trying to take that from me. He had this Vegeta like aura to him, and we were getting behind it. And then you made him a coward. And that's what the WWE's been for the last rest of the year, basically. It's been AJ Lee from this guy to this guy to this guy to this guy. You know, it's like looking at that 1 year of Randy Moss's NFL career, man. Just from team to team to team to team, man. And yeah, it's entertaining. Don't get me wrong. CM Punk is still entertaining, but he's nowhere near the level of entertaining he was. You know, a coward and CM Punk, they just don't go together. They don't go together. You know, you expect me to believe that CM Punk is afraid of Ryback. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that. You know, Diva still ain't getting no airtime. These unlogical heel and face turns, you know. You got Alberto Del Rio flipping for no reason. You got the Miz who was just beefing with Kofi Kingston, and now they're BFFs now all of a sudden tagging together. You know, you don't see no hostility between them. They're just cool. You know, it's the continuing to insult the intelligence of the fans, which is why I don't make that many videos anymore, really. You know, I'll make it when something big happens. As far as TNA goes, still running in place with the aces and eights that no one gives a fuck about anymore. You know, aces and eights had good potential. You know, you look at both these companies, WWE and TNA, both had amazing potential at this beginning of the year. You know, you had CM Punk, the man, you know, going against Y2J with a somewhat decent storyline. I expected more, but it's PG. You know, you can't have Y2J, you know, singing songs about Stephanie's tits and all the other crazy stuff he used to say back in the day in this era. But it was still entertaining, you know, for what it was. You know, great matches between the two. You had TNA with the aces and eights, you know, and Bully Ray, who's been a monster, you know, all year, man. They had all this potential and they fucked it up. They fucked it up. You know, they've been rolling this aces and eights thing for forever. And if you went back to the first week that aces and eights showed up, nothing's changed except Devon was revealed. You know, the only way they could come back from this would be to just put out who the leader is. From just do it next week. Put who the fuck's the leader, so we can have a reason to care. Because right now it's just a bunch of mad dudes who come to TNA to Impact Zone and get their ass whipped every week. And now they're making it. They're rebuilding this like Starcade back in the day, where Steen comes back and he beats down Hogan and saves the day. And it's like we don't want to see that again. You know, that was a fucking disaster, man. You know, and we know what you're doing. You know, we're not dumb. You know, well, most TNA fans aren't because they're above the age of 6. You know, they're not dumb. You're stockpiling. You're trying to do this arms race bullshit with WWE, who's got The Rock coming back around the same time as the Royal Rumble, and now you want to air this promo that Sting's coming back to rid us of the aces and eights, and You're not gonna compete with The Rock with Sting. I mean, I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I am a wrestling fan. So if you tell me The Rock is coming back on this day versus Sting, I'm gonna watch The Rock over Sting, obviously. Especially with this whole, they're trying to make it like a Cold War, where every company wants to stockpile its nuclear bomb, just stockpile all the good shit and just unleash it at once to get more ratings and shit. And it's like, TNA, that's not why we love you. That is not why we started watching you. WWE got lazy. They wanted to combine the brands and give us lackluster storylines, and then there you were. You were that alternative, and we thought that you would bring it each week. Each week, you were supposed to bring it with something fresh, something new. You're progressing a storyline, not just for ratings, but just because you're that fucking good. You don't have to stockpile something and use it for later. This isn't, fucking, I don't know, fucking Tupac's lock stash, man. Don't do that, man. Shell something good out. Shell us, man. Just bombard us with good shit. And if you are that good, you can come up with something better than it for the next week. And a week after that. And a week after that. That's what you pay your creative department to do, right? Why do you pay them? You just search the internet and send out some invites to these fans, man. Because there's a guy, he had a theory on the best way to work the Aces in 8 angle. Cannot think of them right now, but when I do, I will put the whole thing in the description box. And I say, if they did that with Aces and Eights, I would be so fucking happy. CM Punk, it ain't rocket science. Make him a badass again. You know, there's nothing wrong with Punk being a heel. He's a great heel. Especially if you watch his beef with Rey Mysterio back in the day. Punk was a great heel because it was he was downright creepy. When he sang "Happy Birthday" to Ray's daughter. But now it's just like he's just a jackass now. A jackass. You know, it's okay to have cowardly heels, but in my opinion, your world champion should never be a coward. Because how did he get the belt if he was a coward? I can see a Money in the Bank winner, you know, being a coward, but this is CM Punk, a bad dude, man, and you got him playing coward almost half the year. The AJ Lee thing, I'm not gonna bag on that too much. It's nice to see A Diva get airtime, you know. So we'll take it for what it's worth. WWE. I also want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers. Always comments on all my videos. Brian, LG, thank you. You're the reason why I keep going, man. And also, shout out to McHellion85. We missed you. Hope you make more videos, man. Um, also, I don't want to do a big awards video. I'm just gonna say what videos really touched me this year. The funniest video I've ever seen this whole year was Wrestling Jesus talking shit about ICP trying to sue the FBI. That shit had me dying for a good week. You know, best wrestling channel for me was Galaxy, man, because wrestling channels, it's hard to find a good one. Because if you search the whole YouTube, YWC, IW, whatever the fuck you call it, it's a lot of people talking about the same shit. You know, but when you got a guy with a channel who goes outside of the box, that's what Delaxy Man does, and he does it consistently. I know a lot of us got lives, a lot of us got jobs, and apparently he does too. But I guess he spends all day at his job thinking about this shit because he goes way outside the box in ways that I can't even think of the shit. And he's consistent with watching it. He's passionate about it. So I gotta give my award to Delaxy Man. If I had $10 million laying around, Delaxy Man, I send you 500 chocolate bars and a CM Punk ice cream bar, dude. Keep doing your thing, man. Let me see. What else? I know I talk about wrestling a lot. Damn. What was my album of the year? Damn. Take Care. Drake. Best thing I've heard all year. No, 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 not really. No, no. I'll come back to y'all on that. You know, heard a lot of good shit this year. You know. Anyway, it's me signing off. I might be back for another video. Chicago Bulls had better beat the fucking. They better beat the Wizards today. Anyway, out.